I see you, Malibu, and your little purring self. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I know. I know. You get all the attention. All the attention. Hi, Janet. and Jimmy. Hi, Terry. Terry, I didn't check. Did you post at IG this morning? Let me look. I don't want any music here. Let's see. Uh, how y'all doing? Hi, Debbie. Keeks. Hi, Keeks. Keeks was working on some pan pastels yesterday. Let's see here. Hi, Starla, Marilyn, Arlene. Let's see. Oh, she did. She did do one. Okay, let me just save it here. Let me take a picture because it's easier for me to zoom in on a picture than it is on IG. I see you, baby. Move up. Oh, thank you, Starla. Thank you for the super chat. Let me write you down for a thank you. I appreciate that. How you doing? Ellen, Arlene. Good morning, everybody. I wrote you down, Starla. I'll send you out something. I gotta do a few printouts here. I've been kind of busy this week getting ready for Samantha's graduation on Friday. Cameron comes in tonight, and then who knows how hectic we'll be trying to get to everything ready for her graduation. So let's see. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Arlene. I'm sorry you don't feel good. All right. We'll pray it eases up. Pray it eases up, Arlene. Um, scrolling. Mina, Vanessa. Yeah. So I thought we'd color in World of Color. And I'll just kind of show you. I've done a little bit more in Leon's journey, not too much, but going to use the SuperTips and Prismacolors today. Let's see, Belinda. Thanks everybody for being here. Katie, Kathleen. Got my lemon water and a couple of fig Newtons over here to keep my voice from cracking. Let's see, Asa, how you doing today, Asa? She wasn't feeling good Monday, I think, or hasn't been feeling well. So hope you're feeling better. Let's see, CB, good to see you, CB. It's been a couple of days. I don't know. Were you at Janet's on Monday, CB? I don't remember seeing you on Monday. Are you doing okay? Let's see, Missy. So yeah, I like to say good morning to everybody. I kind of squinched up my chair a little bit. I mean, moved it up a little. So Malibu really can't sit on the edge today. Well, I guess she could, but she's up here. Let's see. Janet, how's Jimmy? And Robert. Let's see. Hi, Kat. Let's see. Oh, had a bunch of errands on my. Oh, okay. All right. Just making sure you're okay. I do have coffee too. I have my coffee and my lemon water. Jimmy's more bossy than bossy butt. Oh, wow, that's got to be really bossy then. Hi, Shaz. So yeah, it'll be a busy few days. How's the lighting look? It looks a little. Let me move this up a little. Let's see here. Let's move this toward me, and I'll zoom in when I start coloring. There we go. That's better. I painted the last on a picture. Did you post it, Asa? Let me look. I saved Terry's there. Let's go look. Okay, okay, I see, baby. Lay down a minute. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Anna Jean. Do I have your address, Anna Jean? For some reason, I don't know if I have your address. Thank you so much, because I can send you back something. Thank you so much. Okay, I'll look on IG, Asa. Thank you, Anna, or I'm not sure if it's Anna or Anna, but thank you. Um, here's my email. Let me give you my email so you can send me your address to make sure I have it. Okay. There it is. Hi, Christina. Hi, Tina. Good morning. Good to see you. Yes, I do have it. Okay. If you're sure. So I got a couple of people over here that I didn't have. I like to make sure to send out y'all's and Teresa Lilly. I said on Monday, I sent something, one of those white envelopes out in September 2025, and it was just returned. So I don't know. I checked the address. I have the correct address on there. Well, the address that I have, but it was returned 6 months later. All right, let me go. Okay, awesome. Let's see here what she posted. Oh my gosh, how cute. She painted this little girl with pan pastels and Prismacolor. I'm not sure what if it's out of a what book or what, but here we go. Here we go. Look. Isn't that so good? Oh, it's so pretty. Look at those eyes. Awesome. I didn't see a book you mentioned, so I'm not sure if it is, but that's amazing. That's beautiful. So y'all follow her. It's ASA Asa E Asa ASA ASAE Lenora. Maybe y'all can see it there. Well, no, you can't. It's Asa Lenora. ASAELEONORA. There we go. On IG. Oh my gosh. Hi, Cheryl. Let's see. All right, let me go over to Terry's that I saved it here. Let's see. Photos. Are you going to head on down, Malibu? Okay, we'll see you later. All right, so Terry's prompts were sundial, bike, squares, any letter, and green. Okay, I'm just seeing it now. Oh, let me do that little turn down the light thing that Cameron told me how to do. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. So, so it's Terry Bread 3 is her IG. So let's see what she says here. So she's got the little caterpillars. Wow, I can see for miles. These are great for climbing. And they're so pretty. Hey, being a square keeps you from going around in circles. Terry. There's a big letter B and the squares and the bike and the sundials over there. So good. So good, Terry. If y'all want to go see it over on IG, Terry Brett 3. Oh my gosh. So good. Okay, Kat's putting links here. Thank you, Kat. And there's Oss's IG too. Thanks, Kat. It says it says it says a I'm not sure what that means, Asa. It says it's an AI picture that you colored. Okay, okay. Well, it sure is good. You color it amazing. Colored amazing. Thank you, Tina. Y'all are just so fun, and I love seeing all your stuff. Hi, Spare Room. How you doing? Tina saying good morning. If I've missed anybody, make sure you put it in caps if you're talking to me. Let's see if I've missed people. I'm looking at Tina's thing here. Joyce. Hi, Joyce. Said hi to Debbie. Missy. I think I said hi to Missy. So yeah. Uh, okay, I think I've caught up with everybody so far. Thanks everybody for being here on a Wednesday. Wonderful Wednesday, as our Julie used to say. Um, okay, well, let's see. Let me keep going here. Um, um, all right. So yeah, I'm going to color. I'll zoom in here now that Malibu's made her appearance. And so I thought I'd color with the super tips. And I still have these bundled up because these are the colors that I'm using in my Leon's journey. I think I've done a little bit more in this since the last time I saw you, but I like to use because they're water based. They're easy to use. If you just want some water based markers, you can use them straight out of the thing here, or you can do. Let me see. Let me get up here. Let me get up. Let me swirl around behind my chair. My chair now is 2 chairs wide, so if I want some on the other side, I got to get up. Let's see here. There we go. There's a piece of plastic. Oh, that's got something. Oh, yeah, it's got some ink on. That's okay. Let me get a couple baby wipes while I'm up. So, yeah. All right, let's see if is that water based. Is that going to come off? So, maybe a little. Okay, so let's get a piece of white paper to set it on. Out from under my table here. Okay. Oh, thanks. Cat's already on the books. Thanks, Cat. Okay, Tina. Dog's barking probably for no reason. Hi, Falcon. Let's see who else is here. Pamela. Thanks, guys. Justy. Thanks for being here. So hi to Belinda. I'm scrolling, trying to catch everybody. Aw, thank you. Thank you. Y'all go follow Spare Room if you want to see some more awesome coloring. Yeah. Okay, so like I said, I've been kind of busy the last few days getting ready for Samantha and doing some shopping and planning, and we're all trying to get together for the ceremonies, and there's different ceremonies. We're going to go to the morning one, and we're just hopefully Denise will come down here, spend the night Thursday, maybe Cameron too, come down, spend the night tomorrow night so that we can get up bright and early to go to the ceremony on Friday, because it's about an hour and a half away, and the ceremony starts at 9:30 for the one we're going to, and so yeah, in the morning. So we have to get, and it's going to be on a Friday morning in Atlanta traffic. So we're going to have to get crack-a-lacking. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I'm sure I'll have pictures. I'm sure I'll have pictures next week. So, hi, Lucretia. Okay, so let me show you what I got. Let's see, I think I can zoom in another click here. What I've done so far in Leon's journey. And again, I just have these are the colors I've been using. It's not necessarily the only ones I will use, but it's the ones I've been using, because what I've been doing, and I showed y'all, is I'm going through, and these are the ones already colored, sample pages already colored, but I'm going through and coloring. Let's see, I got to get this coming down here just a little bit. I feel like I'm having to shove my book up. There we go. Trying to color base coat like these are not shaded yet, they're just base coat. These are a little bit more shaded, but so I'm going through and I colored all of them, the cat, Leon, and what's her name again, I can't remember her name. Lily, Leon, Lily, Latte and Mocha, and Baron the owl. So I tried to go through and colored all of them, but I think I colored a few other things too. So you see, I just base coated them just to find them, so to speak. And let's see, Kazzy. Hello, Kazzy. Who else am I missing? Put it in caps if you're talking to me. And the pink ribbons are, representative of Lily. And so I've done few little chickens. And again, it's just a base coat, some frogs, and all the little pink ribbons. But I'm just going through and using my Crayola SuperTips just to base coat it, and then going back and shading. So it just finds all the creatures and characters in the book, and then I'll go back and do the shading and fur. So I did a little bit more on this one. Helen, it's really, this is simple, guys. You can do this. You can do this with some Crayola SuperTips and some pencils. Hi, Linda and Tim. How y'all doing? Good to see you. I saw Linda at Lori's. And I know she's can come and go when she can. I scrubbed through most of Views last night. She streamed like at 1 o'clock in the morning or something like that. So I scrubbed through that this morning while I was doing some other things. And so you can see here, I'm just going to kind of keep flipping. This is a fun book. I like it because it's got a whole story. It's a whole story from front to back. And which I did when I showed the first flip through. I told some of the story. So I think that method would be fun. And yeah, I've done it in a few color books. Tina, have I ever finished one? No, I've never finished a color book, guys. Not never. I was trying to finish Mouse Guard some years ago. And by the way, if anybody who's ever knows what the new Mouse Guard came out, I did buy it. I don't know how long it's going to take to get here, but I did buy the new Mouse Guard. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I did pay up for that one. So I don't know, Tina, if you know about that one. But when I get the new one, I'll pull out the old one and we'll we'll color it. Anyway, let's see who else. Trying to make sure I catch everybody. Thanks everybody for being here. Let's see. I think another would be fun color. Yes, Tina. You bought it, Deb. You bought it. It came pretty quickly. Okay, I bought it last Thursday or something. I have it written down. And so hopefully it'll be here. Have you shown any pictures or anything in it yet, Debbie? Hi, CK. Yeah, it's CB, I know. Debbie, have you posted any pictures yet? Coloring in it? So you can see I started some of these vegetables. Not yet. Okay. All right. Well, I bought this book because of Tina on here's just my here's another piece of plastic there. Tester. I mean, what here, let me show you here. Let me get do I have a dark brown in here? Let's see here. Like here, let's get a dark brown and a water brush. So so you can just color straight on. Like, here's in between the pie, slice the dough there, or you can do this. This is on the color it on some plastic, and then you can pick it up just like a watercolor. See, and then you can get in there and just paint just like you would with watercolor. They're really versatile. They're versatile. The SuperTips. And as long as you don't oversaturate, then as long as you don't oversaturate, it will not go through. But if you want it darker or another layer, let that layer dry and then go add another layer, because then you're not oversaturating the paper. So I'm kind of getting in between the braided crust. I think I got it all there. So you see, I can do that. Hi, Riri. Let's see. Ambient. Hello. Hi, Messy Die. Messy Die. I didn't get to, I saw that you were doing, what were you doing? Making paper? I didn't get to go this morning. I watched the rest of View's video. I have to, don't make me. I'm not going to make paper. Just saying. I think Messy Die is making paper. Uh, all right, so let's make sure it's not too wet. So I'm going to keep flipping through this. I don't want to make paper. I had attempted it some years ago. Well, probably 20 years ago. It's been a long time. So, but yeah. So you can see I've just spaced a lot of the characters and a few other items, And so, yeah, it's just, this is so easy just to pick up and just pick up and start, coloring with your Crayola Super Tips or, putting them down on some plastic and painting with them. Okay, what did I do with the paintbrush? Where'd it go? Where'd the paintbrush go? Did I put, oh, there it is. Okay. All right, so that's Leon's journey, and I just wanted to show you some of what you can do with the Super Tips before we go over here to World of Color. I've not colored, I don't think I've colored anything in this. I don't think I've got a page marked, but if I'm not mistaken, there's some, yeah, I think there's some repeats from other books in here. He does that in some of his books. There's, new, and yeah, because I've colored that before. I've colored quite a few of these, I think. In other books, the circus one, I've colored this one in another book. So I'm sure there's going to be some that I've colored in another book. But you got to collect them when you can. I like this one, but I'm not coloring that today. So yeah, Kerby, and Kerby's got nice thick paper, right, Tina? Well, in most of his books, I think a couple of them. I've colored that before. Thank you, Nana. How's it going, Nana Mo? Uh, but his pages are thicker. This is the one I want to color. I want to color these melting candles. And who knows what else, I could go through here. And the thing is this is not a book that I'm going to go through and do only Super Tips through. I'll do pan pastels, I'll do other things, but let me go ahead and flip through this book and then we'll work on that candle page. Yeah, the nice thick papers in Kerby. So let's see, what am I going to shadow here from the markers? Let's move that. There we go. You like the candle ones? And really, I should open the book to the middle and do this properly. What you're supposed to do is take your book in the middle and crease it in the middle and then go back and forth to the different ones and crease it. But, that's a proper way to break the spine. Okay, Kat's put the link to is that the new one? Yeah, I don't know if you can get the old Mouse Guard color book anymore without paying hundreds of dollars. I haven't seen it. They didn't republish it as far as I know. He did not republish the original. But I have the original. It's 10 years old. And so I'm sure that Kat's put there is that's the new one there. So I did order it, so it'll probably be here. Debbie said it didn't take too long to get hers. You're working on a Kerby? Which one are you working on, Nanamo? Which book or what page? Or what image? You mean the space? The space Kerby? I don't like the creatures in it, Tina. Let me get a sip of my lemon water. I don't like the creatures in the space one. They're just so organic, and not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just not my vibe. All the organic, I don't know. It's not my thing. kind of like trying to color Alien or something, you know. That was the newest one. Okay, thank you, Kat. Uh, yeah, those are some old ones, Lucretia. Those are some old ones. Okay, so let me just keep flipping through here. The polar bear under the water in coloromorphia. Okay, let me get a bite of my Fig Newton over there. Whoops. Well, just paint over the creatures. We could do that. I for sure could do that. And put a collage element on top of it. Collage a pretty girl over top of the monsters and stuff and the aliens. That would be fun to do. Kirby's not going to email me and tell me I can't do that. But he has lots of folk tales and, myths and legends from cultures in his books. Judy said, oh, hi, Judy. Hello, good morning. Let's see. 2 BLTs and warm cider. Okay. All right. Sounds better than my Fig Newtons. um, so, yeah, we're going to come back to this one here in a minute. But like this is in a different book. I don't remember these two in another book. They could be, though. And I've colored this one before in another book. I'm going to have to get a clamp when I go to color. And I do like this one. A little tiny boat in the big mountains. I've started this one, I think, or one very similar, Leopard, in another book. And this one as well. This one's in another book. Might be in the space book. I don't remember. And I've colored that one. I did a giant red poppy, and I did all the wiring in silver. All the wiring I did in silver. I didn't bring any of the other Kerby books in here. They're in the other room. So I did get some more disc plate holders. So my whole wall in there on one of the mural rooms, it's like lots of my discs. I think there's 12 now. Well, there's 12 hangers, and then each one has somehow had 2 or 3 or 4 of my discs. So I probably have, 12 times 24, 30, probably at least 30 discs that I've done collage in there. This is from another book too. I know that is. Let's see. So Riri. Let's see. Do I have? Yeah, I think I started maybe something similar. Some of them I can't remember because they're kind of similar. These are cool ornaments with windmills in them. I wonder if this is what Kerby feels like when he's drawing all his creatures. Atlas with the world on his shoulders, all the creatures on his shoulders. He probably feels like that, except he needs to be tatted up. Kerby's a tattoo artist too. He needs to tat up. Well, I guess we could, if you colored him, you could tat him up. And I do like this page. I might also, maybe we'll do a base of some of these lizards, because I do like those lizards. Could do at least do a base coat of, I would like to do them green. Of course, you could do them all different colors. You can do blue, purple. You can do them any color you want. And these are some more of his folk art, myth creatures. This would be pretty finished up. With the water and the lily pads, this would be really pretty, I think, finished up. Yeah, when does it come out, Missy? I have it in my cart, I think. And also, I think there's another pop manga, Camilla del Greco, as View would say. Uh, I'm not sure when it comes out. Okay, so there we go. So let's see. Maybe I'll start with just base coating. Let me just start with base coating these guys, and then we'll let it kind of sit, and then I'll go work on the candles. Let's do that because this is kind of intriguing me here. All right, I'm trying to. Here's my bone folder. Let's see. Judy, who? Oh, she's talking to Janet. Okay. All righty. There we go. Now I want it to be right here. So let me move my camera down just a little there. So move the camera instead. There we go. So the book is comfortable. October 6th. Okay. Thanks, Missy. Pretty sure I have it in my cart. All right. So let's see here. Let's get a couple greens. Let's get a nice lime green and maybe an olive green. Let's go with these two. Maybe this one. Maybe that instead of the lime. Well, I'll get those three. We'll start with these three. And our little paper here. And our water brush. All right. What did I say? My granddaughter, my old Aunt May. Oh, you gave her your Animalia book, so she said, "Geez, this guy is seriously extra." That's so true, right? Did you say, "Yeah, you're right. He is extra." Oh, that's good, Di. All right, let's see. I think let's see. Do I want yeah, I kind of like this olive green. So let's just put down this olive green. Well, what I think I'll do is, all right, let's see. Maybe I should zoom in one more because it is pretty detailed. We'll start with that because as it is, I'm gonna have to move the book around so it stays in frame. There we go. So I think what I'll do is I will get some of the the darker areas like under the belly here and just color that in, and then take the water brush. I don't want to lose the cap. Let's put that there, and then do a light layer with that. This is just to base it all in. Then you can go in with pencils and acrylic markers and Poscas or whatever. So it shouldn't take me but a minute to do this. Don't get too bored now. And sometimes it's hard to get the marker. Well, you can't see it. Sometimes it's hard to get the marker laid down if you've picked up with water because there's a lot of water on here. So sometimes you have to find a dry spot on the plastic or get something to dry it off with. I should get a tissue or something here. I just got comfortable. Yeah, we'll just wait. Get up. I just got comfortable in my chair. All right, so let's go ahead and just put some dark down here. Some areas, maybe that arm there. This is tail there. And then I know you can't see over here, but I'm just picking up off the plastic with the water brush. So when you see me go over here, I'm picking up the pigment off the plastic. See, something just to start like that. I think this needs a little darker going down his back there. Let's just go ahead and now remember, you don't want to. This paper's pretty thick, so you're probably okay. But you don't want to oversaturate your paper. It's better to let it dry, come back to that section, and add more. Let's see. Okay, let's keep going. Get that. His little what do you call it? No, there's a name for that thing on his back. The lizard's frill. Is it a frill? I think it's a frill. I could be wrong. I think it's a frill. Okay, now let's go. I'm going to go over here and put some more green down. Pick some up and just get it all based. See how you can quickly get a lot of basing done. And then you can go in there and play and get tiny details with your pencils. But this makes it go so much faster. So you could do the same thing with watered down acrylic paint, which I've done that a lot too. Watered down acrylic paint. All right, let's do this little guy down here. And you can do each one of the little scales with a pencil or a gel pen like the Langau. You could do all the little scales with the Langau gel pens because they're so so tiny, you know. Maybe we'll do that too. Maybe let me write down Langau. Let's pull out the Langaus. Making a note. And I'm probably saying it wrong. Okay. Let's keep going to the big one, him last. So let's go ahead and move over here. If you have any questions, put it in caps. Called the crest. The dorsal crest. Okay. Thank you, Di. Maybe these originated in Australia or somewhere down there on the coast or something like that. Well, what's the frill then? What part is the frill? Or do I have it confused with something else? All right, let's see. Thanks, Kat. Kat put a link into the Langau gel pens, which are amazing, by the way. And you can water them down. They're I wouldn't say they're water based, but they will move with water, which is nice when you want something to move with water. Let's see. Nathan Thai. Let's see. Neanderthal. Is it supposed to, or is that an L? Not Neanderthal. Let's see. I thought it said Thai at the end, but it's an L. Neanderthal. I like the way you did that. We have frilly necked lizards. Okay, so it's the neck. It's the neck, Shaz. It's the neck that is the frill. Okay, all right. And I don't squeeze out too much water on my little thing here. Okay. I don't, because the water brush, now if you're using a dip brush, and dipping in water, then you got to really kind of concentrate on how much water you pick up. But as long as you don't squeeze these, they're the water just kind of flows out. Okay, not like that one's light. Maybe this one's got a little. Hang on, I feel a sneeze coming on. Sorry, guys, I couldn't get to the mute. Okay, I got to the mute on the second one. But now I'm going to have to probably blow my nose. I don't do that on camera. All right, let's finish this though first. Those little guys there. Okay, one more down here. Oh, there's one right here too. Let's do these. So just to get the full strength of the color, I'm just using the marker and then going in over here. I'm coloring some down on the plastic, picking it up. What else are y'all, anybody else doing any coloring in anything? If you really like a book or if you really don't like a book, then put that in there so everybody knows. Let's see. Hi, Rainbow. When you see me go over here, I'm just picking up off the plastic. All right. All right, there we go. All right, let me do a BRB, then I'll do the big guy there. Because I'm going to have a runny nose. All right. Oh, where's Malibu? I don't want her jumping up on here. All right, let me do a BRB. All that lemon water, too. I probably should take a quick BRB. All right, I'll be right back. I don't see her in here, so I think we're good. She won't jump up on top of there. Be right back. Okay. All righty. Get back in my spot in the middle of my chair. The chair is so wide, you really have to sit right in the middle, which is fine. I mean, I love the chair. It's really cozy and comfy and has room for Malibu if she decides to come sit next to me, which she does sometimes. All right. Let's see. Laverne says she's coloring in Kingdom of Curious Creatures. Okay. Kanago Ikusa. I mean, I know who she is, but I don't know. I think I might have a book or two by her, but I don't remember. I don't think I have Kingdom of Curious Creatures. Hi, Mary. How you doing? Mary, were you supposed to stream this morning? I didn't check your posts, but I didn't see you post. I mean, I didn't see you stream, but I didn't go check to see if you were canceling for this morning. Or no, maybe you don't stream on Wednesday mornings. I forget what mornings you stream. You just pop up in my feed at 4:30 in the morning and I go watch you. But you weren't there this morning, so I know you're working in your garden and stuff. Let's see. Let's see, Bonnie. Good morning, Bonnie. All right, so let me keep going here. Let me put down some more. And it doesn't matter if this dries. You can re-wet it. It's water-based. Let's see. All right, so now let's do the big guy here. Let's do his now I'm going to call it a crayon. It's not a crayon. Whatever it is, Di called it. Just around his eye, his nose, his mouth. Get some darker areas laid down. Around the water here. Let's see his little back sticking out there. Water's kind of rushing over him. Did I say how do you view, or did you just now coming in? I watched you this morning. Well, I scrubbed through the. Well, I watched most of it. I scrubbed through some of it, but let's see. We're gone yesterday, brother. Doctor appointment. No serious. It brought dirt for planters. Okay, all right. Just checking on you, Mary. When you don't show up, we notice. We noticed that. Just getting in some of the darker areas here, this claw down in here. And you can go back and shade and, add more layers of water, or watered down, I should say. Watered down marker. This guy could use another little bit of dark. Got some peeking through the water there. Okay, there's waves, waves, waves. And here's some more of the lizard. Oh, this will be pretty dark because this is under the water. Let's see. You make it look so easy. Would love my art teacher wasn't. Aw. I'm not really a teacher, I gotta say. I don't have the patience of a teacher. I should say of a good teacher. A good teacher's going to have patience. I don't. I'd like to do demos, and I like to encourage. I'm an encourager to get people to start things, try things, no fear art. But like doing demos, I don't do like, all right, now we're going to pick up the dark green, and you're going to, I don't, and the number is, and the color number, and lay them all. And I don't do that. Just saying, I don't do that. Most of y'all know that after 16 years. So to me, it's more important about, and not that there's anything wrong with doing that kind of demo, because a lot of people love that kind of thing. But for me, it's more important that you get the idea. That's why we have a society of idea collectors, notebooks, and things like that. It's more important to me that you have the ideas rather than, an exact do it this way kind of thing, you know. All right. But yeah. All right, let's see. There we go. All right, so now I'm going to come over here and pick some of the color up here, and let's see, kind of a little bit kind of shining through here, like some reflective colors in there, kind of peeking through the water a little bit. In here. Okay, and lay down some more. And again, these are just SuperTips. You can get, like, this is 150 for like under $20. Walmart, Amazon. They have packs of 100, packs of 150. All right, picking up some more here. And they're just so versatile. So when you see me coming over here, see, I'm just picking up what I scribbled down with the water brush. And you do have to kind of keep laying it down, but that way you can just pick it up thinned out. I'm sure you can tell the difference here between where I laid it down straight out of the marker and where I'm laying it down watered down. All right, there we go. Hi, Ivy. Am I missing anybody? All right, let's see. I'll scribble out some more. Just keep putting some more down. And then I want to kind of go over to that candle page too. And I'll show you all the cover of the book again here in a minute. but I think I have pretty much all of Kirby's books. There might be one or two. Some of them are, the best of and stuff like that. I don't know that I have every one of those, although it seems like he has, duplicates in most of his books. But that's okay, as long as they're not all duplicates. Oh, thank you, Mary. You're so sweet. Thank you, Mary. I'll write you down. Write you down for a thank you. Hi, Devin. Anybody else coming in I missed? Um, I'm pretty sure Devin's going to stream today, and I'm not sure what time. Thank you, Mary. I'll write you down for a thank you. If y'all super chat me, I do send y'all out a thank you. Just got to make sure I have your address, which I have Mary's. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate you. And y'all go follow Mary. She's usually on early in the morning, and then like Friday nights, Sunday nights. She does a little of everything as well. Let's see. Oh, good. Make it comfortable. Acrylic paints. Okay, yeah. SuperTips. Let's see. So let me see. Devin, what time are you? Let's see. Yes. Devin is on at 1 Eastern, her new usual time. Okay. So Devin comes on at 1 Eastern, and Kat can put a link into it, or, well, Janet could too, or Tina, but it's usually just Kat. Kat's usually just the quickest at it. Okay, let's see. I'm just kind of looking to see where some of he might be reflected through the water there. Put a little bit more in there. Let's see, that's the rocks there. Kind of just following along here, seeing where I can follow. I hear you, Malibu. Really, there's no room up here right now, baby. No room. A double page spread has taken your spot. A double page spread, so you can come up here on the chair. You want to come up here? Let me try to fix this for you then. Let's see if I can get it to lay down more. Oh no. No. You have to come on the chair. There you go. Okay, there you go. You can lay on the chair. Okay. She's not gonna like that. She was still trying to get up here, but there's no place. This is the place she lays. All right. So you're just gonna have to stay there, baby. Just have to stay there. I know. But you get pets. You get pets down there. Okay, let's see. All right, so I think, maybe just a little bit more around his eye there. Okay. So I think we got all the kind of olivey green color there. All right, so now I'm going to just let it sit here for just a second. It's not overly wet. I can close the book, but I just want to make sure it's not going to transfer over to the next page. Let's see. Am I missing anybody else? Okay. I see, but you're going to have to lay down now. Lay down on your little chair. Okay, now let me go back over here to this one that I want to color. And what's interesting about this, let's put this back over here. And let me fix this, break the spine a little bit to get it to lay flat. This one, I know it's fire and candles, but I want to do these as leaves. That's what I had planned on before I even did the other one. So I want this to be in like melting wax green. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with the same. Start with the same olive color. Let's just go ahead and do that again here. I can kind of move over a little bit this way. There we go. That's gonna be in my way. Let's get that out of the way. There we go. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do some green. No, don't pull that off the table, baby. Thank you. So I want them to be like leaves of, fire is the leaves. Let's see. Melinda Hubbins says, I don't say hi to everyone. He's saying, well, Melinda, it's kind of hard to say hi to everyone. I don't even say I miss y'all too, coming in and out. I try to catch everybody. I do go back, like I've said before, I do go back and thumb through or scrub through my chat on mute. Hupster goes, why are you watching your show on mute? I go, I already know what I said. I just want to see if I've missed anybody. So, no, baby, no, don't stay down there. I just want to see if I've missed anybody. So I scrub through my chat, and especially if I've missed new people, I'll go and find your channel. And if you have any content, then I will follow you back. All right. There we go. Let's get that started. Let's see. Angie. Bye, Mary. Hi, Carol. Angie. Joanne. All right. So let's see here. Let's go ahead and. She decided to lay on the chair. The problem with this chair, when I didn't think about it, if she lays on the arms, it's a chair that lays the arms lay down so that the cats can lay on it. But if I'm scrunched up to my desk and I turn, those arms go under the table. So anytime I turn, she goes under the table, which she's not minding lately. She just kind of rolls with it. But anytime I turn my chair, she goes under the table, which is kind of funny, actually. And then I'll do some darker. I'll do on the stem there. So yeah, y'all share with each other the color books that y'all are working in. I know, Tina, I haven't seen you post, and I know you've been busy too and not feeling well some days. But have you done any more in Leon's journey? I haven't noticed that you posted any new ones. That doesn't mean you haven't. It just means that they haven't shown them to me. Have you done any more in Leon's journey, Tina? I did. I have, um, cut back on doing I guess because I started doing so much collage and I love collage so much. But, for a lot of years, I did so many hundreds of coloring pages. And it came across, I'll have to show it to you. Let me show it to you again. I came across, well, it popped up in my Facebook feed, I think. Let's see. Tina's, I'm still working on the same double page. Okay, I'm almost done. That Japanese mouse sketchbook. Oh, okay. Is that the one that somebody else was just talking about, Tina? I forget who it was that just said it. Was it, who was it that just said something? Let me go over to Tina's channel. Hang on. Let me go over there. Or Tina's IG, rather. And Tina is Catacomic 64. All right, so Tina is Catacomic 64. And let's see what she's done. She's talking about this one. Yeah. So this is out of Leon's journey. So she's working on this. And then she also has the mythographic fairy folklore. So follow her. That's Tina's name right there. Hi, Flo. I love saying that. Hi, Flo. And then here's the little chick one side. The little chicks. I love the little chicks, Tina. Kazzie's working on the intro page in Anamorphia. I just love Kerby books. I do. All right, let's see here. Scrolling. I mean, now what was I going to? Oh, I was going to show you this picture. Hang on. Let me go to my photos. It's in my photos. Let's see. Wasn't too far back, I don't think. My garden is doing really well. I've shown y'all pictures of the garden. I try to post every week or every other. I show you my peppers. I did make stuffed peppers over the weekend. Where is it? I know I saved it here somewhere. I don't think it was that far back. Hang on. Just talking about color book. It should be right in here. Here it is. Okay. So let me crop them down a minute. Hang on. So this was a few years ago, and it popped back up in my Facebook feed. And another one. See, here it is. So I've since given a lot of my color books away. But here's, oh, it's kind of dark. Let me try to brighten it up a little. There we go. Hang on, guys. I'm trying to so that they shows up. I laugh at myself. All right, so Denise took this picture of me. She laid the color books on top of me, and then I had them all around me. And I'm wearing my Wolfie hat, and it's got the long arm things for your gloves, for mittens. But anyway, so she took this picture of me laying down with all the color books on top of me. I love that picture. And then she took this picture of me. This is this was not all my color books, but it was enough for me to hide behind. So yes, I'm wearing Wolfie. So look, I'm peeking over. Let's see if you can see me peeking over. Wait a minute, let me go back to it. Here we go. I know Denise took those. Aren't they great? So anyway, yeah. So yeah. Okay, let's see. Let's go back now. Let's put some more green down here. And do the wax. Devin, what are you going to do today? Are you going to show pictures from your trip? Devin just got back from a cruise and trip to Netherlands and Lisbon, and I don't even know where else she went. I gave I gave at least 100 of them away to when Denise was working part time at the center for it's not abused kids, but like parents that have been divorced and their custody battles and stuff like that, and kids have to have supervised visitation, and she was in charge of that, and so those when the kids come there and anyway, so I gave a bunch of color books to them for her to take there. Now, of course, she's not working there anymore, and she's since moved back into Atlanta area. Got a new job back in real estate. She's a real estate broker, and got her new apartment. So she's all moved again. But she did that for a couple years. She said it's very not stressful, but emotionally stressful. Very emotionally stressful to do that job, which I'm sure y'all can imagine. So, but over the last um, this last year, real estate's picked back up, but for a few years, the real estate was not selling, didn't buy it, selling things. So that's when she got she got out of it for a few years, and now she's back in it again, doing very well. She's been doing very well in her real estate career again. Let's see. Let's see. Sexiness forever. Can you give me another name? What, do you have another name? Or maybe you already said it and I missed it. Okay. Okay. Let's gonna have to get on down out of the room. There you go. I can't, baby. There's no room up here. No room. No room. You can come on the chair. You can come right here, but you can't get on the table. Come right here. Did she say her name? Did I miss it? Cat? Um, all right, I'll try to catch it again. All right, so there we go. So now that is a little wet, so let's let that sit for just a minute. And thanks, Ellen. And I don't know if I want like some of this like run down. I think I do. I think I want this green down here, like the wax has come down, in between or around. Let's see what I can do with that. All right, let's see. Get in here, a few little spots. Like that's the back, like behind. Let's see, there's a curtain, looks like right there. Get some of this wax from coming around the back. So that's pretty cool looking. Okay, let's do the shadows here. This could be rocks, but I'm doing it as wax, like the green wax. He didn't last when he was in here Monday, Flo. He didn't say, and I might have missed it, but I didn't see how he said how he was doing update on his health. If one of y'all saw Raul say something about his updated health, go ahead and tell us. But I did not see it on Monday. If one of y'all did, feel free because I missed it then. This is almost kind of like looks like kind of almost like Petra version of Petra. These buildings, put them together and it looks like Petra. Okay, let's see. Did she say her name? I'm scrolling back. I missed it. Did you say a different name? I just don't want to keep saying sexiness forever. That's all. I mean, nothing, that's fine if that's what you want to go by, but I'm not going to be saying it over and over and over. That's why I asked if you had another name you wanted us to say. Uh, Hi, Debbie. But I must have missed it again because Flo said something, another name, I think, but I missed it. Hi, Vale. I'm sure you're very sexy. Yeah, because that's another thing. Like Kat saying, YouTube is they're going to have to constantly be allowing your name to be shown. Nairobi did Lucretia? Is that what it was? Did I miss it? uh, yeah. So yeah, because otherwise, Kat is going to have to constantly be allowing your name because that's just the way YouTube works. But I'm sure you're very sexy. Oh, let's see. Who else am I missing? Hi, sister. View's laughing. Let's see. Okay. And get all these little places. But welcome to the channel. I hope you like to color, draw, paint, something. View, you're fine. View, did you see that I watched your most of your stream over? I didn't watch it while it was live, but I think you were on at like 1 o'clock in the morning or something. But she got some of the happy mail, and I don't want to say she went on a rant, but she was funny. View's funny, so she kind of went on a little bit of a rant about uh, coloring. Coloring. She likes to say melanated. She likes to call it melanated. I just say dark skinned or darker, color, different color skin, different nationalities. That's how I say it, just different nationalities. But View was kind of going on about that this morning. She's funny though. View's a hoot, and View is a hoot. If y'all don't follow View, let me click on it. There's View. That's View. Color and View. And yeah, Devin said she's a hoot. I know, View. I know you do. I love coloring all different colors of skin because it really is. And View made the point. It's challenging. It challenges you to try to color lots of different shades. She goes, "We're all not just one shade of peach." And then she goes, "I like to do." She goes, "Because that's my tribe. The melanated. That's my tribe. I mean, not she didn't say tribe. She said that's my people. What did you say? Anyway, I just was laughing at her so much. 4 o'clock this morning when I got up. uh, Thank you, View. I try. But you know what? I'm going to pause real quick. And Malibu's not. She's down the floor. So I'm going to pause real quick because I know you probably remember this, View, but in case, because let me get my binder out here. Hang on. I don't want to knock my beads over. But I'll get my binder out because View said my binder here, but I'm going to flip over to it here just a second. It's upside down. You said, it's mermaid. And there's other colors. You can have mermaids be other colors. Let's see here. So if y'all didn't know, I did one of my first what's her name? What's her name? I have to look at the back. But anyway, one of my first ones in her book was I did a dark, a melanated View, mermaid, and I even did her hair. She did not have braids. She did not have braids in the original. Jasmine Beckett Griffith. Yes, Jasmine. And so I gave her braids, which I thought turned out really well. View, don't you? So anyway, for mermaid, here's my mermaid. There's my mermaid, and then on this side, I think there's a couple. I've done a few in Jasmine in different color girl, different colors. I even did a blue girl. Oh, where is it? Not finding her. Oh, here, this one here. I really like her. So see how it's a challenge to do different shades of browns and not just peach. You do the braider. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's continue on. I don't know. We got off on that because V is funny. All right, so this is all supposed to be melted wax, right? Come on right here, baby. I know. Come up here. You can't come up on the desk. There's no room, honey. I'm so sorry. Come up right here. Here. Come on. Right here. You have to come right down here. Right there. There you go. There you go. Okay. You gotta come down. I'm gonna have to make you get off the table off the room completely. Okay. So what's more down here? You like green? You like coloring the mermaids green? I like different. I've shown y'all my books before, the different color mermaids and stuff. And what I like view is taking stencils and making their skin have scales. The mermaids give them scales um, with stencils, like a scale, something that looks like a scale stencil, and that looks really cool. Okay, put down some more. I know, Shaz. She really does like it up here on the, but there's just no space. I mean, literally, this side of the book, that's as big as the desk is, or as far as space goes. There's no no room, no room, Malibu. I guess I could clear off the whole side of the table, but I didn't really want to do that because I know she'll creep. She'll creep over here. She's sitting down there. It's just that when I spin, she goes she goes under when I spin. She's thinking, Mama, move some stuff for me. Move some of the coloring stuff. See, it's wet, so it's not wanting to stick. There we go. We could zoom in a little more, but maybe when we go to do a little pencil, we'll zoom in more. Okay. All right, let's see, right in here. Try to get all the little spots. That could be wax. Let's see. No, View. We don't think nothing of it. I don't think anything of it. I just think View's just honest. She just says what she says, doesn't bother me. But I don't know. Do you have problems with people not saying stuff to you, View? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she does, and I don't see it. All right, there we go. Oh, let's see. It needs a little bit in there. Let's get a little bit more down here. A couple more spots here where I can see, like that would be melted wax in and around the building. In there. Let's see. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I can always go back if I find some other places that need it. Oh, and I missed Devin. What are you doing today? You probably answered and I didn't see it. Hi, Christina. Did I say hi to you? Yeah, Spare Room is in Australia. She's Cassie. Yeah, I get Cassie and what do you call it? Spare Room and So Much Glitter. I get their real names confused. Am I correct? So Much Glitter is Debbie, and then Cassie. Am I correct? Spare Room is Cassie, and So is Debbie, or is it the opposite? Okay, so Devin says she's doing photos, purchases, giveaways, and arting. Okay. I probably got it backwards. Oh, Spare Room is Jackie. I'm sorry, Jackie. I knew that. And I'm thinking Jay, because Jay is okay, well, I'm not going to add more into the mix. I'm sorry, Jackie. Cassie, Jackie, and Debbie. Because, see, this is why I like to use y'all's your what do you call it, names that you post, and mostly for other people as well, because then when I start saying, oh, Jackie or Debbie or Cassie, there people are going to go, who are you talking about? Because they don't know y'all's names either. So I try to stick with the names you use here, but then I forget your real names because I don't use them. Hi, Keeks. So is Carrie. Okay. All right. And I know Messy is Messy Di. Diane. Let's see. And View is View. I know her real name, but she doesn't. She just goes by View. I mean, she's probably said her name, but I know her as View. Let's see. Let's see. I'm not sure. I can't remember so many hundreds of names. So after a while, I do remember your names. I like Devin. Devin's name is Yolande. It's not Devin, but I call her Devin so everybody else here knows she's Devin. If I start saying, "Hi, Yolande, what are you going to do today?" People are going to go, "Who are you talking about?" Then I got to stop and start telling everybody, explaining to everybody y'all's names. So if y'all want to say your names, your real names, then go ahead and post them, especially if you're sexy. If you're sexy and you know it. Oh my gosh, what do I do with the lid to this? And Janet calls Devin Bossy, the universal ID. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's see here. Let that dry for just a second. I got to decide what else I want to do. I kind of like, oh, there's a couple spots right here. I kind of like the idea of this candle, and I'm going to put pencil and stuff in there too. Maybe, oh, that's right. I was going to get out my Landau gel pens, but I think some like peach color, because I'm thinking now of the of Petra. That looks like Petra if you squished it together. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all saw Indiana Jones, y'all know what Petra is. But I'll find a picture for y'all. Hang on. Let's see. Okay, let me get images. Let's get a close up here. There's Petra. See, doesn't it kind of look like that? Maybe Kerby used Petra as a, as his role model. So I think I'm going to do peach. I think I am going to do a peach. View. I'm going to use peach. I'm going to use peach view. Now my eyes are watering. Hi, Reading with Pugs, Jen. All right, let me get out a peach. Let's see, maybe I kind of want a different kind of peach and a rose color, maybe a blend. Let's do a blend. Yes, I hope Tina. I hope she is too. Yes, sexy. We're not making fun of you. We're just laughing at it. It's just we're having fun. I hope you know that you're off. Of course, welcome here. Oh my goodness. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and let's do a couple colors here. So I'm going to put peach. Like a rose color and a peach color. And let's kind of blend those. See how much water do I got? I still got some. And let's kind of blend those together and kind of get a kind of a. That's going to be too much orange. I think it needs more pink in there. This color's coming off way too orange. I wanted it to be more peachy, but it's kind of more. I think I just have to stick with more of the pink. Just kind of pick up a little bit of that. So maybe if I put a little peach down and then pick up the pink. There we go. That's working. It kind of has a Petra vibe. Can y'all see? I don't know how well the color's showing up. Did you fall asleep? She probably rolled on the floor laughing. She probably rolled off onto the floor laughing. Then maybe we'll go back over to the other page in a minute. I'm trying to just do kind of like, I really should put some glittery stuff on it to make it kind of glowy. That would be fun. Not, I don't want to put stickles. I don't want anything too thick, in the book. And that's one thing about, using like stickles or liquid pearls or anything like that, that it's going to bulk up your pages and make it hard to color on the other side. But you could use like glitter gel pens. I have glitter gel pens. We could use that. And I think Spare Room is who I found the Langaus through. And I know I'm probably pronouncing them wrong. The gel pens. So y'all need to follow Spare Room to see. I'm pretty, maybe with So Much Glitter. Which one of y'all does a lot with the Langau? Is it So Much Glitter or is it Spare Room? Or maybe both of y'all do. But I forget which one of y'all does. That's where I first found them, is through one of you two. One of you two colorists. Which one of y'all use them all the time? You could embellish with Kuretake gold. Yeah, but that's too opaque. I'm thinking about going over the color, kind of like a translucent something. Kuretake gold's going to cover it up. I want it to be translucent. There we go. That looks pretty good, those two colors. It was Spare Room. Okay, let me write that down because I'll forget. Hang on. Spare Room in the Langau. And Spare Room is Kerby? Is it Kerby? Oh my gosh. So I got too many names in my head now. Spare Room, is it Kerby? So I can write this down. Let's see. Who else am I missing? Bye, Cassie. I said Ida Missy. Spare Room is Jackie. Oh my gosh. You just told me that. Okay. And then So Much Glitter is Cassie, right? Kerby. So Much Glitter is Kerby. Is that right? That's Kerby? Well, when I'm putting them all together, it is, Janet. When I'm putting them all together. So it's So Much Glitter, Kerby. Yes, thank you. I know you've never forgotten a name, Janet. I know that. All right, let's finish up our kind of faux Petra here. All right, let's see. Let's go over. I'm going to do the side first. And I'm doing both the peach and the pink. Y'all are fun. Y'all get me laughing and giggling till my eyes water. I guess I just have a lot on my mind because of Samantha's graduation. I got lots of plans and things that, come together in the next few days, flights and travel and all this stuff. So, I just have those things on my mind. Let's see. Well, did you say what name that you go by? I must have missed it again. What are you going to change it to? It's just that we don't want to think that, we don't want to think you're a troll. And I mean, now we know you're not, but when you first come in, you don't know. Do you have the Kuretake watercolor cakes in the Gansey Tammy opal? I don't have the opal colors. I think I gave those away. I think I gave those to Cameron. I have the gold, but again, no, they're not that opaque, are they, Tina? Those would be good. I think I do have those. Well, I know I have them. I do have the Gansai Tambi little circle golds, but I don't have the opal colors. Oh, she has a job. Um, no. Well, kind of, yeah. She has part-time jobs that she's done, but I mean, like a complete job related to her field. No, she wants to work in a museum, but she doesn't know which one yet. She even thought about going to New York. Well, that's kind of out now, you know, with things going on. So, but um, one of the museums she liked in L.A. is going to close down for reno for about a year, I think. Well, it's not going to close down immediately, but they're probably not going to be hiring because they're going to be renoing for a year. Nairobi. Okay, it is Nairobi. Okay, let me write that down. So I heard somebody else say it. Nairobi. Nairobi. I'm going to write Nairobi is sexy. Okay, I wrote you down. Oh my goodness. Okay. I got it. That is a pretty name. Oh my goodness. All right. I'm just putting down some more yellow and I'm just putting down yellow and pink and well that peach color. It's not the same color as on the lid, so but and then of course we can go in here with the gel pens and or pencils. You know. I hope y'all are having fun today. All right, a little bit more pink. Thank you, Ellen. I like the colors too. We're basing it on Petra. Well, I don't know if that's what Kerby had in mind, but yeah, Tina, I'll look and see if I want to. Whoops, wrong one. I will look and see if that gold will work. I think there's a gold, a silver, something to make it just shimmery without adding thickness of a stickles or something like that. But I really don't want to add it until after I do any other shading, you know, because you're not going to be able to pencil over or gel pen over that shine, I don't imagine. Okay, so there we go. We got our base, little camels and some little people and stuff like that, which we can do with gel pens and stuff. Let's see, let's get a little bit more orange down in there. Okay, all right, let's see. You're having a blast, okay. Well, I think Kat was having problems having to approve anything she said because her name was getting her comments, um, have to be cleared. All right, so let's see. All right, well, Malibu, Yes, I heard you. You're going to have to, I'm going to turn. You're going to go under the table for a minute. Don't get up on my table now. Don't get up there because I don't want you walking on it. Oh, and I did finish this disc and varnished it. So I did finish that yesterday in between all my scheduling. All right, so let's see. And I'm still working on. I'm going to kind of wait to do too much more detail on Jack because I want Jack to be concentrating, But I'm working on Jack. Let me see. Ah, here we go. Here they are. Is this the one I'm talking about? These aren't Kurtak. These are the gold Colorio, whatever they're called. These, Tina. All right, gonna have to sit down there, baby. I know. Let me try to make you some room. Hang on, guys. It's too much work. Let's move all this stuff off the table. Hang on. Let me move all this stuff for you. There you go. Now you can go right over there. Stay over. No. I know. Gonna have to move over there. Can't get on my wet paper. Okay. There you go. Okay. Gee. All right. So anyway, Tina, these are the ones I have that are the gold ones. But I could probably put a layer of this on, but I can't do that till I finish coloring. We'll see. But I was thinking more something like Winka Stella clear. Let's see here. Let's see. Is this clear? Yeah, Winka Stella clear. Let me just do a little spot here. I just want to do a little spot just to see what happens. But I'm not done shading. So I don't want to add any of this till I'm done shading. But maybe, there we go. Let's see. All right. There. See how that shine with the Winka Stella right there? But now I can't go over that with color pencil, at least not easily. So I don't want to do any more of that until I finish shading. Baby, you're going to have to move over. You're going to have to get down. Okay, all right, you're going to have to get down. I just can't, baby. I can't. Just can't. Sorry, honey. There's just not enough room when I have to open book. I'm not trying to, Tina. I just have to stream. All right, let's see. The gel pens. Let's see. Let me move this here. The markers. And all right, let's put that back up. All right, let's see. Gel pens. Here we go. Alrighty. So yeah, here's my land gout. And I still have these I stuck in here that are out of the Flow magazine or one of the magazines that are a color by number. Maybe I should just give these away. I should probably just give these away to somebody. Is that something that somebody would want to do? You just have to follow. And of course, these numbers are, subjective to whatever sort of shade of those colors that you have. But I don't know that I'll ever do these. Do you know what I mean? Maybe I should just do a giveaway with those. Now, my giveaways, by doing it, I already gave away I already put everything in the mail. Let me back up here. I already put all the Happy Mail in the mail from Monday, but I probably will not get to the post office again till next week because of the family coming in, the company, the traveling, the coming and going. So if I do another giveaway today, this will not go out till next week because I won't be, be back and forth. Let's see. You need more of these pin cases. I have almost everything I own in these pin cases. I have a full set of Prisma, but I still work out of the tray, out of my um, utensil tray. I still work out of that, even though I have a full set in here, in one of these. And I got my um, Polly's, my Loomies, my Holbees. They're all in cases. My ink tints. I'm trying to think of what else. Everything's in a case, and even my pens and pencils are in Rolly cases. They're all in cases. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I have about 20 cases because I keep everything except my alcohol markers and my paint and my water-based markers are right here on my pen wall. Y'all have seen. Anyway, that being said, I think I should give these away because I every time I open this up, they're in here, and I know I'm not going to do it. I don't have the time. I mean, I have the time if I took the time, but I have other things I'd rather do. So I think I'll do a giveaway with those. Okay, so let's see if this is dry enough yet to do a little bit of something with these. Let's see, what do I want to do? The orange. No, I kind of want a peach, this kind of a peachy color. And the colors aren't going to look true to on camera. Like this looks very peach here in person, but it almost looks red on camera. So, and I'll zoom back in. And then pink. Or maybe this one. That's a little more rosy. Those two right there. Let's try those two to start with. All right, let me zoom back in now. Let's see. Malibu finally just left. Okay. Here we go. Hi, Mama Ford. Did I miss saying hi to you? Acrylic pencil shop displays. Okay, so like where the individuals are sold. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah. All right, let's see. I do have some scrapbook store sell-offs, shelves and stuff like that. I do have some of those. But yeah, I have to be portable, a little bit of portable. All right, let's see here. Let's see what I can do first with the rose. Because now y'all aren't going to be able to see this. It's not going to work, I don't think. Because y'all aren't going to be able to see this. It's so tiny. I'll do a little bit, but it's not going to be long because you can't see what I'm doing. It's so little. But I'll do a little bit of it. Because I do like these Langau gel pen. So I'm going to see. We're all excited, though, about Samantha. She's worked hard. She's always worked 1 or 2 jobs through her whole 4 years. And what makes this graduation special is because she did not get to walk the stage when she graduated high school because of the virus. They had no prom. They had no graduation ceremony. They had none of that for her high school graduation. So she's, this is real special for her to do this. I gotta move. These are all dropping down. Let's move this. Move these post-it notes. All right. Yeah, and I think if I add, Devin, if I add some kind of a glittery substance to it, it'll work out. Some kind of glittery substance after the fact. But these work really. They're real smooth, and you can move them with water. Um, see, they move with water. They don't completely dissolve, but they'll do a little water. Moving around with the water. And I think when they dry, like if I sit here and let these dry, they're probably not going to move much once they're dry. But you could ask spare room or go watch Jackie. Jackie's done a lot with these things. I don't use them as long or as proficiently. I don't use them enough. Oh, she's on enough to grant. I know. I know. Oh, this goes fast, doesn't it, Kat? I know. So your daughter was a drive-through graduate too? Yeah. Don't get me started. All right, let's see. That looks pretty good. All right, let's just go ahead and do some more. See how it stands out enough already? I mean, you can't really see me actually coloring it very much, but you can see the overall effect it has once it's done on there. I'll go back in with a little bit of the orange. This is that kind of flashed out. Maybe it's just, I don't know. I don't want to darken it too much, but it is a little bright. Let's turn it down just a little. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, good night, spare room. Thank you. Sleep well. Down under. And Messy Dye is in Australia. Y'all didn't know that. There's there's a number of girls here from Australia. Where's Pam been? Di, are you still here? Messy Di, where's Pam been? I haven't seen her pop up in my feed for a month of Sundays. I mean, I know she was on vacation or what did she do for a week? She was on vacation there for a week. Where's she been? Or anybody else that goes to her channel regularly? Where's she? What's she doing these days? Bye, CK. I haven't seen. Maybe I've just missed her, but she usually pops up in my feed early in the morning because she streams overnight. Um, Ginger Cat, Pam, she streams overnight, so I usually see her like when I get up at 4:30. She's on from overnight, but I haven't seen her for a while. Does anybody know? Wait and see if anybody answers. She's cutting her stream back to 3 or 4 days. Okay. Well, then I just must be missing the days that she's on. Yeah, because she was streaming like every single day. You can't maintain that. I'm just saying. I cut back from 3 days to 2 days after about 10 years. 2 days is enough of me for anybody. 2 days is enough. But yeah, she was streaming almost every single day. I don't know how she was maintaining that, but I guess I'm just missing the day she is on that. I'll have to go find what days she is on. 3 or 4 days now. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Messy Di. I hope I didn't wake you up. I know you're probably in bed trying to go to sleep. GelPens streams 5 a.m. Eastern now. Oh, 5 a.m. Eastern now. Okay. Let me write that down, Vale. Thank you. Pam 5 a, because like it used to be like Juju would stream, then Messy Die, and then Pam. They'd all go bam, bam, bam. They'd all stream one right after the other. And I've seen Messy Die in there, and occasionally I see Juju, but I hadn't been seeing Pam. Okay, thank you. Thanks, guys. I just these pins like they're like butter. They are smooth like butter. Lawn guys are here. Oh, okay, Tina. I thought you were trying to tell me how to say Langau. I was going to go, okay, so they're lawn guys. I'm going to start calling these lawn guys now. That's going in the wingnut book, Tina. That's going in the wingnut book. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Tina's renamed our GelPens the lawn guys. Oh my goodness. I'm getting all the horizontal lines, or most of them anyway, in this pink, and then I'll do some of the vertical lines in the peach. That's going in the wingnut book, Tina. Okay. All righty, there we go. Do a little more over here. All right, now we're going to take the oranger, the orangier of the two. Well, not right, most are. Well, we appreciate any time you're here, Angie. All right, so now let's see. Is this even going to hardly show up? It's almost too much the exact same color, but maybe I'll put some in there just to. But yeah, I really like the lawn guys. Little statue right there, I think. Maybe a little bit in some of these decorative little elements there. Some of these stairs will go the orange in there. So can y'all see the color shifting in there? Hi, Kathleen. See Pamela. I said hi to Pamela. 5 Pamelas are these parts. Yeah, view. I know there are a lot. There's been some names that have really been common, not common, but we've had a lot of them. Like for a while, I had like 4 Christines, maybe 5, and a couple others that were really, I always had to make sure when I did a giveaway that I sent it to the right one, the right Christine. We're going to do our giveaway here in a minute. I'm going to give away those color by number sheets. So they're on like a card stock. They're on a card stock, so they're nice. All right, let's do this one over here. And I know y'all probably can't see a whole lot of detail with the lawn guys. You know, that's stuck in my head all day. All right. A couple of peoples in there. All right, I think that's pretty good. All right. There's a good base. Oh, wait, I missed something up here, right here. It's easy to miss parts. That's why you just gotta go back and fill them in. So that's a good start, I think. Okay, take a quick break, then we'll do our giveaway. We do a BRB, and we'll back out for a minute, and then I'll back in again. See if I can keep Malibu out of here. So, yeah. Okay, BRB. Looking around. I don't see her. Okay. Ouch, my foot's asleep. Okay. Just take a bite of my Fig Newton. Let's see here. Oh, thank you. Thank you, so. All right. Coming along. And then the other one we're working on is these guys. The iguanas. Got them based in. And again, these can be, we'll get a dark green, olive green. Let's see. This one might be too dark. No, maybe not. Let's try another one. No, that's the wrong shade. This is the best one. Let's just do a minute here while I chew up my Fig Newton, and we'll do our giveaway. See, then we can go in here and do all the scales, each one individually. Little claws there. The belly. But I'll hold it up here in just a second. If I zoom in too much with the zoom option on my camera, it'll just pixelate. But if I hold it up to the camera, it doesn't pixelate like that as much anyway. All right, so what I want to do, though, is get all these little scales in here and all the little texture coming around the body here. Then I'll take I'll take my water brush, which is probably too big for this. I'll have to get a smaller brush. Because I'm just going to want tiny little area. So let's try that. Let's get here's a little, let's put some water in here. And a tiny brush. Let's see. See if that's flared. It's got a flare on it. Let me cut that little piece off there. Give it a little haircut. There we go. All right, so now I'll take and then just put, kind of dab it here and there to give it some, but still have the scaly bits. It's kind of dabbing it. That's too much. Got a really little, just a tiny bit of water. Okay, something like that. Okay. So like here's one that's just got the base on it. And then you can go in there and add scalies with the gel pen and a little water. Very, very little water. I mean, I'm just dabbing just tiny, tiny bits of water. But you see how that gives them a texture? Let's see. Katie, Kathleen, Kimberly. Hi, Kimberly. Good to see you. All right. I'll work on this here again in just a minute. Let me go ahead and do the giveaway. So we're going to give away these. And they're kind of all similar. They're just like flowers, well, except for the dog one. You know, I could let y'all pick, but if y'all can be quick about it, that's the only thing. Herding cats, people. Herding cats. Let me zoom back out. Hang on. Let's zoom back out. Let me get some white envelopes. Hang on. Like I said, guys, I'm not going to probably mail these out till next week because of all the stuff going on with Samantha's graduation and all the family and stuff. So just FYI, these are going to be a minute. I usually like to get all my happy mail out that same week. Monday's mail's already gone out. All right. So, envelopes. All right. Okay. Where's my iPad? It's hidden under here somewhere after I moved everything to make room for Malibu. Oh. All righty. All right. Then I'll work on the lizards a little bit more. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I just like, it's not that it's so much of that it's late, unless it's like that one of Teresa Lil sent it out in September and was just returned. I can't even hardly believe it, but I can believe it. Okay, let's see. Let's go to random. Got our random.org. Our little generator right there. All right, let me put this aside for a second. All right, we'll do international first this time. International only. All right, so Howard, don't put any numbers in yet. International only. 1 to 100. When I type in go, put in one number. Don't change your number, move your number. Make sure you have all messages clicked at the top. If you have top chat selected, you will not see all the chat. We will, but you won't. So, yeah, wait for the go. Thank you, Kat. And then, so it's the first two people closest to whatever random.org picks for us. And, you know, if you're quick, I can let you pick. Hang on. Don't do anything yet. And it's just a little color by memory. It is on cardstock. And they give you a little key down here, and you color it in based on the key. Okay, if you like dogs, people probably want this one. So this will be number 1. The love one will be 2. I'll show them again after we do the numbers. Okay. So kind of get a look at them so you can kind of know what you want. All right. International only. When I type in go, 1 number only. Thank you, Tina. And Kat. And Janet's probably in there somewhere. All righty. Trying to look around, see what else I got going on in here that I hadn't shared this week. I did finish, y'all saw my bee book last week. Did my bee book. That was fun. It was a lot of work, that bee book. But I did like it. All right. Don't dilly-dally, dawdle, or lollygag. International only. 1 to 100. Another piece of collage, something here. I'll move that. Okay. All right. Get your numbers in. I'm going to count to hi, Raul. And Raul, after we do this, I wanted to hear your health, how your health is, an update. Maybe you said on Monday and I missed it. I could very well have missed it. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit an enter if y'all have not put your numbers in. Okay, thank you, Raul. I appreciate that. Thank you, Raul. Please do. Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. International only. First 2 people closest to 53 without going over. 53. 53. First 2 people closest to 53 without going. Oh, well, Barbara Goler, she has it right on the nose. So, Barbara, you'll get to pick first. Barbara Goler. And I know I have your address. Who else is closest to 53 without going over? Is it Shaz with 51? Is it Shaz with 51? Okay, so Shaz. So Barbara, you get to pick first, and then Shaz, you get to pick second. All right, so Barbara, which one do you want? Y'all ready? Think about it now. Be quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which one do you want? Barbara, you get to pick first. Barbara, you get to pick first. And then give me a number, Barbara. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Which one do you want? And then Shaz, you get to tell me your pick. Okay, Barbara wants the dog. Okay, so Barbara wants the dog. Okay, Shaz, which one do you want? You get to pick next. I'm sorry, Mel, but you cannot come up here, baby. There's just no room. No room. Okay, Shaz, which one do you want? You get to pick next. 2, 3, or 4. 2. Okay, so Shaz wants this one. That's all right, Kat. That's why we have multiple people, right? Okay, so Shaz does that one. Okay. And then now we're going to do U.S. only. Hang on, guys. I'm going to start all over. USA only. Wait till I type in go. 1 to 100. Okay. When I type in go, put in a number between 1 and 100. USA only. Okay, got it, Shaz. Thank you. Yeah, thanks, Kat. Yeah, it is. Y'all have to not talk while we're doing this, even though I do sometimes. There we go. USA only. And then y'all get to pick which one of these you want. Then I'll color a little bit more on the iguanas. And yeah, we'll head on out. Devin streams at 1 Eastern. So yeah, make sure y'all follow each other so you can know when everybody streams, because I lose track too. That's why I follow and hit the bell. If you hit the bell, follow, subscribe, and then hit the bell and click all, and the bell will light up black, and that means all. You've selected all, so you'll get sometimes the notifications work, and sometimes they don't, but that's the way it's supposed to work. You'll get a notification if you hit the bell and make it black. That's indicating all. All right. Okay, I'm going to count down. Get your numbers in. I'm going to count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Malibu, you can't come up on this side either. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit enter if you have not done so, because I'm going to hit the go. I'm going to hit it in there. Okay, so let's pick a new number. First two people closest to 3. And if probably everybody went over 3. I'll pick a new number. Did everybody go over 3? Did anybody pick 1, 2, or 3? I don't see any 1, 2, or 3. So y'all don't have to put in a new number. I'll put in a new number. Okay. All right, here we go. 88. First two people closest to 88 without going over. 88 without going over. First two people closest to 88. Let's see. Christina had 74. Oh, Mama 4 had 88 right on the nose. Which one do you want, Mama 4? Mama 4 had 88. Had 88 right on the nose. Who's the next closest? In the 70s, I'm sure. Christina had 74. Other people had 74, but Christina was the first one. So I think it's Christina. So Christina 331, you get second choice. So Mama 4, which one do you want? You get to pick first. Mama 4 says 3. Okay. So Christina, you get this one. There we go. So everybody gets a nice color. And like I said, it has the little numbers. It's a color by number. Y'all know what that is. And you could use whatever. You could use your, SuperTips. You could use your acrylic markers, watercolor. You can use whatever. But, if you don't want the numbers to show, you're going to want to paint it with probably acrylic. Acrylic paint or acrylic markers. There we go. All right. Well, I'm glad to give those away because they're just sitting in my lawn guys. Sitting in my Langau, what do you call it? Pencil case. I hope it'll be fun, Shaz. If y'all like it when you get done, post it on Instagram. They're out of a flow book. I'm pretty sure they're out of a flow book. All right, so let me go ahead and let me zoom back in again, and we'll work for a couple more minutes on this. And I don't know if I could get in one more without it being too pixied. There we go. Let's do those two little guys up there. You're welcome, Christina. Thanks, guys. Janet. Oh, never mind. She's not talking to me. Okay, so let's see. Here, got my little bit of water here. All right, let's go ahead and do these two little guys here. And I'm just gonna do a little bit of scaling on him. I'll try to get over to your stream for a while, Devin, at 1 after I feed the hubster lunch. Okay, maybe a couple more little. Now let me take my little brush here, get it just a tiny bit wet. I'm just dabbing it. So it gives it texture. And then we'll go in, we're going to highlight too. Highlight the scales. We'll work on these 3. So after I do this guy, you could try, I think I would probably might use I'll see how light of a green I can find. If not, I'll just use the Panda, what is it called? Panda something pen. The Panda Joy, what's it called? The other pigment pen. What's it called? Panda something. Panda Fly. Thanks, guys. Bye, Di. Sleep well. For some highlights. I really want to do a light green, but I don't know if the light green's going to show. So we'll see. Let me get all the little scales in here. I'm just making little C's, or little U's. Okay, a little bit of water on the brush. Now I'll have to make sure this is dry before I go in there with highlights. I'll have to get my heat tool. I'm just dabbing it. I hope you can see that's making a nice texture. Okay, so here's what they look like with no texture. Well, and then here we go with some texture. Okay, now let me go ahead and dry this, and then let me see which. I have a light green. Yeah, I do. Maybe this one. We'll try that. Or maybe even this kind of a minty green. I almost like that better. This is so yellow. I kind of like this. Well, maybe even this. That's not going to be light. It's got to be pretty light. One of those two, or white. All right. Let me go ahead and plug in my heat tool here. Okay. Oh, and I'll have to show y'all what I did. You know, the 3 prompt books that I showed y'all on Monday that I bought? I'll show you what I did with them. I did something with, oh, what am I stuck here? Hang on, guys. I got to get up. I got stuck. My chair the arm got stuck. There we go. I turned the wrong way. This chair's huge. It's huge. All right. All right, let's dry. Okay. Now let's see which one of these works the best. Is that going to show? Nope, that's not. It's going to have to be white, I'm pretty sure. But here's the thing about using, Here's the thing about using white. Once it's dry, you can go over it with color pencil and change it, lighten it up, but it'll still be vibrant. Let's see if this one's working. Okay. You're probably not going to be able to see much. Put in a few little. Little claws there. So it just gives it even another layer of texture. All right, I'll hold it up here in just a second because I know you can't see it. They lighten as I dry. Okay. Okay. I'll hit it with the heat gun so it's dry so I can show you. Thanks everybody for being here. Hope you have a great rest of your week. Okay. And then I put a little white dot in the eye. And then what I'll do now is I'll take a black Sharpie pen. It's very tiny. Let me find one over here. Where's one? I got one over here somewhere. Oh, I should have one over here somewhere. Well, maybe I don't. Maybe I took it in the other room. It's a brush one. I don't want the brush one. No, maybe I did take it in the other room. All right, hang on. Let me go grab it in the other room because I need the Sharpie pen. Out. I need this little tiny dot. Okay. Sharpie pen. Okay, now inside the little white dot that I gave for the eye, I'm just going to give them a little black dot. And that one needs a little bit bigger white dot. There you go. Now I've got to let it dry. Okay, so you can see a little black dot and a little white. Okay, now I will dry the white. Let me dry the white. Bye, so. They're just scattered. They're just scattered, Kimberly. So now what I can do is get my pencils. Let me get my, Denise calls the crap pencils because they're in a tray instead of in a case. And I'll get a, which one do I want? Kind of a, maybe this olivey color. And then what I can do, let's see if I can zoom in. I wish you could get really, really close in on this, but what I'll do now, I'll try to hold it back, and I'll go over. That may not be quite dark enough. I'll roll with it. And so I'll go over the white dots. The white dots will turn to this green, but you'll still see the white vibrancy underneath. Here, I'll show you one colored and one not colored. I do want a little bit more shadow, though. Let's see. Let's go with this color, I think. Yeah, a little bit more shadow in there. But regardless of which color I go over the white with, you'll still be able to see the white underneath. Okay. All right, so let me show you one close up with, all right, so there's it just with the white. Okay. And here's with the color over the top of the white. See the difference? See how it's not white dots anymore. They're like green. And I can see where I've missed a couple. Like I missed one there. Missed a little there. See the difference from that to that with the pencil over the top? All right, let me do these. I'm just going to go over the whole thing here. So I'm going over all the white dots and the white lines. Then I'll take the darker color and do some shading. But you'll still see the white dots, and it looks like texture. Okay, let me put his little eye in. There you go. Okay, so now we got these two. That's what it looks like before and after. Doesn't that look cool? It's just the white dots don't cover up completely because they're acrylic dots. Well, gel, gel pen. Or I do the same thing with the Posca, with the white Posca. But if you want real tiny, tiny dots like this, the Panda Fly works. There we go. So there we go. Thanks, Tina. So we went from this to this. All right, let's back out so you can see kind of the whole thing. I should have probably done some of the big iguana, so it would have been more easy to see. There we go. All right, pencil tray. Let me just move that out of the way because it's putting a shadow. There we go. So there we go, guys. And then let's go back over to and see, I can do the same thing on here with the white. Let's just do a little bit on here. We can kind of tap it and make it a little. Okay, I'll let that sit for just a second so you can see the before and after. Right, hang on. All right, so there it is with some white on top. And then if I take, see this, where's the light? Is that the lightest green? I think so. So you can still see the little bit of white underneath. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to head on out. Hope y'all enjoyed this week's streams. Thank you, Devin. Don't forget, Devin comes on at 1. Thank you. Thanks you too, Kimberly. Thank you, CB. Thanks to my mods, Janet, Kat, Cheshire Cat, and Tina. And yeah, I hope Raul will let me know what's going on with him and if he gives me permission to pass it on. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to head on out, and I hope you enjoyed this. I'll probably make this my thumbnail. All right, guys. Y'all have a blessed rest of your day, and thanks again for always being here and supporting me all these years. All right, guys. Bye.